I flew in this afternoon. Stole a muffin at the airport. Hey, kleptomaniac right off the top. I love that. Is there anything better than stealing at the airport? To commit petty crime and then just escape into the sky. Incredible. I stole a muffin in Kentucky, immediately took to the air, consumed the crime. Perfect. You're not going to believe this. On the plane, there was a second criminal. His crime was he tried to vape in the bathroom, set off every alarm on the plane. Everyone thought, oh no, we're going to die. We all thought the plane was going down. And then this guy came out of the bathroom in this like cloud. And he's like, oh, and then he like took a seat and just was like looking around like, oh, what did somebody else do? There's like a grape smoke leading to his face. And then the flight attendant was like, sir, you know, you don't just get to like live your life now. Which I thought that was awesome. Southwest, man, they got bits, but they got burns too. Two sides of that coin. They'll hurt you if they feel they must. And then that guy just had an awful flight. He was rerouted to jail in front of 200 new enemies because we hated him. He he made us think we were gonna die. I thought my family was gonna die. I thought my wife and my daughter were gonna die. And my wife didn't even try to say goodbye. She was like hugging our daughter, and then I like tried to get in on that, and she didn't really make space. I hate that guy, man. He like revealed flaws in my marriage with his vape smoke. Like a movie heist where they like show the lasers when you smoke the thing. Like the vape cloud came out and I saw my wife for what she really is. Oh, that woman, she's selfish. How did I not see this before? I know now. Yeah. And so does 800-pound gorilla and their YouTube channel. Yeah. We were visiting my wife's family in Kentucky. Both of our families live in tiny little small towns. And man, they are both so excited to show us like the new restaurant in their dumb little town. Forgetting that we live in New York City where we have like, I don't know, 400,000 restaurants. They're like, oh my God, Dave, have you ever heard of Caribbean food? Buckle up. We got one. It's run by this white guy named Bob. He makes the most amazing Caribbean-style hot dogs. You guys, you're gonna lose your mind. This time we got there, and her Aunt Bon, she came running the door like a dog. She's we got a tapas place. It's amazing, Dave. It's authentic tapas. It's better than Spain because it's here in Kentucky. Incredible tapas. You're gonna blow your mind, Dave. And I was like, all right, we'll check it out. So we drove to the tapas place and we pull into the parking lot. And then my wife was like, oh yeah, I remember this place. This used to be a Buffalo Wild Wings. I was like, ooh, red flag. No Buffalo Wild Wings gets to become anything better than a Buffalo Wild Wings. It's like a curse where you can only make lateral moves. Like no Buffalo Wild Wings is now an amazing tapas place. It's like you're a Buffalo Wild Wings and you're a Panda Express in the airport, and that's all you can be for the rest of this building's life. But I was like, I don't know, maybe I'm being like a New York snob about this, so like I'm still gonna give it a shot. We go in and we get the menu, and the first tapas on the menu is chips and dip. That's chips, big N, apostrophe, dip. Just like Barcelona. I can almost feel that Spanish breeze throwing through my hair as I read the authentic Spanish spelling for chips and dip. Second tapas, loaded fries, which, hey, I'm no tapas expert, but even I know that's pronounced patatas bravas. The brave potato. Tomato and mayo on potatoes. You remember those kids in high school who used to like dip both tomato and mayo, like ketchup and mayo? You had to be brave to do that, you know? Like, you knew kids were going to make fun of you, but you had to be brave anyway. Patatas bravas, the brave potato. Yeah. Third tapas. Now, this is where it gets a little suspicious for me. A half dozen tapas-style wings. Aunt Bon, I think we are at a very sneaky Buffalo Wild Wings. Yeah. This is like the Buffalo Wild Wings equivalent of like 3 kids in a trench coat trying to sneak into a movie. Like, hey, we're a tapas place. We are not a Buffalo Wild Wings. Our special is, of course, a bucket of buffalo wings. Tapas style. What's tapas style? That's a 48-ounce margarita that you can drink out of a sombrero. Because we know what tapas are. They're Mexican. And we know that. Nah, I couldn't eat anything anyway. That whole trip, I just got this like root canal. I wish teeth would just keep falling out and growing back. They already did it once. Keep that up. Why just stop that, teeth? You should at least get 3 shots at it. You know, you get your like baby teeth, and then you get your teenage teeth where you can like eat candy and smoke. And then you get your like mid-30s teeth where you're like, all right, I'll brush these once. I'm ready to have teeth. Yeah. You get your adult teeth when you're 7 years old. Okay, that's how I know there's no loving, caring God. No God that cares about you would give you such an important part of your face at such a dumb idiot age. Here, take care of these for 90 years. 7-year-old boy. If we're going to get our adult teeth at 7, we should at least stop telling kids about the tooth fairy, because I feel like it sets a bad precedent for teeth care. You know, like your tooth falls out, you're like, oh, money! You get excited. You should not feel that way when a tooth falls out. You should be like, oh no, I've lost another tooth. When my daughter's teeth fall out, she will be punished. Is this a tooth on the floor? Go to the corner. Yeah. Oh, but Daddy, there is no tooth fairy. And if there was, I wouldn't let that thing near you. You're 7 years old. I'm not going to let you sell your body to some degenerate fairy for reasons that they haven't even explained to us. Why does the fairy want your teeth? Why? They never said, I can't think of one positive reason for a fairy to buy a child's tooth. You can believe in Santa. Santa's all right. The message is clear. Be nice all year, you get a toy. He's not all tooth fairy about it, like, give me an ear, I'll give you this boat. Yeah. Here's how toxic the tooth fairy is. When my wife was 7 years old, she lost a tooth, and she accidentally swallowed the tooth, and she got really scared, and then her mom felt really bad about that. So that night, the tooth fairy, out of sympathy, left my wife $20 instead of $1. And then my wife proceeded to swallow the rest of her teeth for the rest of her childhood. Santa would never make you eat your own face for better gifts. That's a real tooth fairy move. Yeah. But it's just hammers home the point that, money is obviously the most important part of life. Yeah. I mean, you've heard it from every single comic tonight. We're all destitute financially. Yeah. I personally have been doing this unsuccessfully for 14 years. Every day that goes by, I'm like, am I going to make no money for a whole life? Like a bird? Or a lizard? Yeah. The most money I ever made, 2019, my cat's Instagram account got picked up by Meow Mix. overnight, my cat was making so much more money than me. A cat should not support a family. I've said it before. I'll say it again right now. A cat should not support your family. Like, it was fine when I was just, like, feeding a cat, but it felt way worse to, like, feed the head of the household. Just, eat. King. He pukes on my stuff. It's like, his house, his rules. That's what he does. Yeah. When you have money, you have choice. And so when you don't have it, you don't have choice. Like, for example, my daughter just started preschool. She goes to a religious preschool. I am not religious, but the non-religious ones cost a lot more money. So, assalamu alaikum. Baby girl's going to believe in God for a little bit. Maybe toss up a little prayer for some cash for Dad. Because Lord knows the Mexican restaurant basement comedy show doth not provideth enougheth. When you have money, you can just believe in yourself. When you don't, it's like, there's got to be a God, right? Someone's got to pick this up. Yeah. They don't, like, indoctrinate your kid at this preschool or whatever, but, like, God does sort of slip in there. Like, they have you stay for the first week, and in the first week, my daughter, she stepped on this, like, bee, and she crushed it, and she was devastated. Oh, no. You know, idiot child. Oh. And so, like, a teacher came up, and she's like, oh, no, it's okay, honey, the bee is in heaven now. And then I was just watching that, like, yeah, bees are in heaven. Do you know how many bees there have been on planet Earth? Like, bees have been around for millions of years. They die, like, every 3 days. If bees go to heaven, heaven is bees. It's all bees. It's like 5 good, honest American men. Bees. Just covered in bees. Yeah. I'm allergic to bees. What's up with that? So, like, I get stung by a bee, I die. A bee stings anybody, they die. So I get to heaven, like, the same time as my murderer. And then we're just trapped up there together forever. Heaven. So I explained that to my daughter, and when she stopped crying, we both agreed that hell is what you want. You want hell. Yeah. I am going to leave you in like 3 seconds, but before I do, I feel like my act is becoming a little too dad heavy, which I feel like alienates the demographic of people I need in order to make money. So if you take any, I just really want to emphasize, I vape constantly. I'm never not vaping. If you take anything from this, I'll vape.